Yo, what's up guys? Back again with another video. So this is a kind of a part one, I think. So I got this Proline body here, 69 Nova, right? So we're gonna do this up, but here's the trick. I don't know if I want to just leave it clean, black, you know, make a black BD type of body where it's just, you know, that's it. It's just black and only black. We'll save that for later. Alright, so that's it. Comes with a spoiler, which, where would that attach? I think it goes on like that. Yeah, because there's four places that kind of look in. One, two. Yeah, there's four spots that correspond with that same thing, but I don't know, maybe it goes like this. Well, I'll cut it out, but so painting this thing is what I was getting at. Being that it's black all the way through, like you can't see through it, like I'm going to be hard pressed to do my placement of the clipless body hardware that I'm going to install on this. So there's that, so I'm going to have to mark all my holes for that. And then, do I want racing stripes on this thing? Because this is one of those cars that is known for having racing stripes. This is just one of those quintessential cars. You know, I thought that I needed to do a body up so that I had this car type in my collection. So this will fit one of my slashes, and I got a really clean, it's not murdered out black, but it's pretty much a blank slate, and this might be its body, and I'm kind of wanting to do that. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I will peel it afterwards so that y'all can see just fresh, clean body. I don't know, maybe I won't peel it because I want to have the hardwire holes in first. I guess it doesn't really make any difference. It just allows me to do layout on the top, which would be helpful. And if I leave this protective layer intact, I can write on it with a Sharpie or something, and then all those marks come off, and then retaining the, you know, fancy dancy surface finish. So I think I'm just going to cut it out, and then I'll do layout for my clipless body. So with Lexan, that is not overly thick, you can do what I'm doing, taking a sharp knife and scoring around your, yeah, see, I'm having a hard time because my eyes are not working as well as they used to. I'm also trying to be really finicky because I want this body to turn out really nice. So I'm going to try to take a little bit of care and, you know, not overly do it. So I'll just make small cuts at first, and then once I can get to a long cut I will, but typically that's when I have a problem, is like when I go too long of a cut, I can't control the knife as well in a straight line. So smaller cuts, But here, let me fast forward my conversation here a little bit. So by making these cuts, you can bend and break the Lexan with a clean edge. And it does work, and it will require almost no touch-up afterwards. Very little. Yeah, I think they got this set up so that if you want, you can get a different front end for this. You can literally chop the front end of this off and then have it be an open and closed hood. Proline has built that into this particular body. Yeah, see, there's also some like extra stuff down here at the bottom. I don't know if I want to keep it or lose it. I think I'm gonna lose it. Maybe not. It is below. Yeah, I need to lose this. It don't need to be there. It's probably for something else. Yeah, score it, which is pretty much what I'm doing, and then bend and break. Yeah, kind of hard to see. Yep, see, that's where I went off track a little bit there. That's not what I want to do either. Because every time you do that, you run the risk of breaking in the wrong spot. So, because I went off course just that little bit, there's that big potential. Yep, I let the knife wander, making too long of a cut. Once I get enough cut here, I'll start punching it out, but really I need to go around the entire edge and complete that before I start bending and breaking. Yep, and I'm going to break up my Lexan scissors also and start it that way from, you know, the actual edge instead of, you know, scoring. So yeah, step 1, score. Step 2, go in with your scissors and bend and break, trim, do the whole thing. Trying to be real nice to this front fender, because there's kind of like this secondary line that's there that if you miss it, you're going to end up missing part of your fender, and it's going to look weird. Yeah, so I'm trying to give myself just a whiff of extra so that I can sand it back to the edge I want. Yeah, almost there, guys. Almost. This is like kind of the home stretch as far as this scoring goes. Yeah, I'm sure this is really dry to watch. So sorry. This is some of the best stuff that hobbies are made of. Is like, you know, it's just doing it, you know. And like knowing that the end result was because of you. So I've been thinking about changing the name of my channel to something different that's a little bit more appropriate, because I do mostly RC stuff and I cook sometimes, and that's pretty much all I do. So I'm thinking I'll just do an RC related type of name. And yeah, that'll be that. We'll start doing repair-a-thon videos, and once the weather turns and I get a better grip on my camera skills, I'll start doing rip videos, or rather I'm gonna have, yeah, y'all are gonna get to see all my builds actually run instead of them just being on the bench and me talking about them or wrenching on them. Most of the time I just go out and I run them for not even a pack's worth, just to make sure that they work. Like literally if I fix the problem or not, and then I take them back inside. You know, my neighbors are kind of wonky about me running my cars because I think they're jealous. But that's all right. That's not that I'm not the one that determines how they feel. They are. Must be damn cold outside. I kind of hear someone scraping away at their car. Yeah. We don't get, it's usually not horrible winter weather here in my hometown. So, like, when we get stuff, it's kind of rude. You know, as I recall, it's usually wet, and it might be right around freezing. And this year, it's cold, and just ever so slightly wet. It's been mostly dry. Like, we get snow, and then, you know, the sun comes out and cooks it all off. Turns it into water, and then the storm system takes it away. Yeah, and it sounds kind of like the roads are wet, which means that's just what it is. You know, this is what I do. Oh man, another one of them wonky angles. Before I go out on a drive, is I listen, or I'll even look, you know, go outside, check the weather. Ooh, what's it look like outside? You know, typically I know because I got a little dog that I take to do his business outside. For all you non-dog owners out there, and yeah, that's my weather check. Is if it's cold, it's cold. Wet, whatever. Like this morning, I would probably go and start my truck up if I were going somewhere. Which I don't think I'm going to. I got everything I need right now. I think I'm cutting this just a little bit low. Yeah, I am. But that's alright. And this is the corner I started in, so... we are ready to crack into this thing, and I'll do the spoiler later. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I think that's in case you want to do a drag car. Lexan scissors. Oh, right there. Yeah, I haven't had a incident with Lexan for... I don't know. I just did do a body. I did the Fiesta body. That was a few days ago. I gotta figure out something different for my hammers. It's like they fell on me, or they fell earlier, and it's kind of rude sounding, anyways. So I need to find out something else. All right. So that should be enough. I should be able to like take my lines and just bend and peel it away. Yeah. Come on, bend. Yeah, you just bend it right on the score line, and it's enough that, or if you've made your score well enough, it will break right along that. Which that's what I love. When I learned that, I was like, I'm doing that every time I can. In some instances, you can't. Right, so like this is where a spot where I probably didn't do so well was around this fender, because I was having a hard time seeing. But that's what curved Lexan scissors are for. And they help, and then you can get past that little bit and keep going. Yeah, I might have to go further. Yeah, every time I use these Lexan scissors, I got a shitty edge. That's why I don't like using them. Another good thing to have for your scissors here for is to hack off any excess as you go along. Seems to be that the thicker bits are a little easier to do, but yeah, make sure your score line's real good. I'm always worried I'm going to put too deep of a cut or go off course too bad. Maybe stick myself, but I've never stuck myself doing one of these. Other things, yes, and it was not a happy time. I don't like bleeding. You know, by all rights, that's you leaking. Right? We're biological, chemical machines, right? And yeah, leaking's bad. Yeah. I don't know how much. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know. I might save some of this Lexan for doing some other tasks, because I don't like having a whole lot of waste, or I don't like wasting stuff. So I try to save a little bit of it for, you know, use on something else. I like using the bits to make license plates, and that's a pretty good use for it. Yeah, there's just all sorts of stuff you can use. Maybe I'll get around to figuring out something. I didn't score real well around these wheel wells. I was so worried about crossing over and making a big error. Yep, and there I am using my Lexan scissors. Just, yeah, one of the places where it really does need to be clean. Your wheel wells need to look sharp for your car to look sharp. It's an important line on all cars, really. Yep. Front end, and then yeah, that's it. risers right there. Yeah, this is where I drove off the path, obviously. We'll just put that over here to get it off the desk. Alright, yep. Alright, not bad at all. Where did I put that? So, what else we got? Looks like we got stickers, and if they put a window mask in here, I'm gonna laugh. Because there should not be a window mask in here. No, it's another sticker sheet with stickers of windows. So those will go on. I don't see why I can't put them on now, but I gotta peel it first. And yeah, they gave me license plate stickers, which I will put on a piece of Blex sand, and then I will put it on the front so that it looks a little bit cooler. Boy, if I was really schooled up, I would 3D print, you know, some of these smaller details and, you know, put them on the outside. You know, like the Nova, yeah, that's an easy one. You can just put that in there, and yeah, maybe I should try to like get an actual plastic front end for this thing and real plastic bumpers, kind of like my C10 that I have from Traxxas. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I need to put some holes in this thing, but I think I'm gonna wait on that, and we're just gonna peel this and put stickers on it instead. And I will clean up as I go, and then I don't know if I'm feeling paint, no. I still gotta think about it. I gotta put more holes in this and before I do anything. Yeah, I gotta mount it to some sort of body attachment system for whatever car it's gonna end up on. If it's the one car that I intend this to go on, which is that clean black one I was telling you about, it'll be good. It'll be good. This is about as painful as going around the edge with that knife, which it did work kind of, but I probably didn't press hard enough. You gotta dig in just enough to the plastic so that it'll actually bend and then break on that that line. It should be pretty good to be able to peel it now. There you go, guys. Yeah, let's see how well I do. Getting back to that rear fender, they're going to be different. All right. See if we can do it like a sock. Oh, yeah, it came off. Cool. I got it off in one piece. Okay. Yeah, what a pain. But this body is nearly, like, that was probably the hardest part. So I'm not going to have you guys sit through and watch me put on stickers. That's pretty much it. I'm going to put some racing stripes on it, or maybe I'll do some, maybe I'll do a flame job with one of them color changing paints. That'd be kind of cool, right? I don't know, maybe just leave it black. Put stickers on it. And then, yeah, I got a badass murdered out, or nearly murdered out. Like this kind of is a little bit chromy for the stuff on this. And yeah, it'll be nice. I'll put it on top of one of my brand new 0 hour, not even brand new, it's just it's a 0 hour car, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read that later, because I definitely like Proline's tires, and their bodies aren't bad, that's for sure. Just depends on your necessity. Yeah, kind of pretty. So that's pretty much it. Like, the only other thing you guys really need to know about would be to put where to put the holes in, and like it's layout at this point. It's not very difficult. For posts, you just use a reamer, standard reamer, and I don't know, it must be. It's probably like make like a 5 or a 6 mil hole, and that should be sufficient for a post. Just depends on the post size, honestly. Tamiya cars have smaller posts in some cases, and I think it all depends on scale. But anyways, enough of that, and yeah, so that's gonna go on the slash. So thanks for swinging in. We'll see you on the next one.